thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Abby Wilt, and I am here with Val Luesse, who is our resident senior travel editor at Southern Living. So she knows all about the South, let me tell you. And we have a special treat today because we are actually going to try and pronounce some of those crazy Southern place names, like some towns, some streets, that, you know, sometimes tourists come in and they mispronounce it, and then the locals make fun of them. So, first of all, Val,
we never would. We never would.
Because we're so Southern.
We would never make fun of it.
Yes, exactly.
Mama raised us, right?
So tell me a little bit first about your background, Val, because you are very, very Southern. One of the most Southern people that I know.
Well, I'm from a little bitty town in rural Alabama called Harpersville. A little farm community not too far from Birmingham. And so that's where I grew up. Went to Auburn, went to school in Alabama, and then went to grad school out in Texas. So
okay, so you've
been around
a little venture.
Yeah.
So are there any of these places around where you lived in Alabama, which I know that there are some Alabama places with crazy names, but are there any places that you can think of specifically that might be a little strange or hard to pronounce, I guess you could say? Tongue twisting?
Let's see, well, I was born in Sylacauga, Alabama, and I have heard a few news anchors call that Sylacauga. So the locals get all up in arms when Sylacauga becomes Sylacauga. They just do not like that.
Of course.
And I have heard Wedowee, Alabama, pronounced Wedowee by some, but it's actually Wedowee. So, yeah, we all get a little uppity about our town names. You know, the locals rule when it comes to how you pronounce something.
How do you spell Wedowee?
I didn't know there was going to be a quiz.
Surprise!
I think W-E-D-O-W-E. I'm going to go with that and let the good folks in Wedowee just, you know, let me know if I got it wrong.
All right, great. Well, what we're going to do today is Val knows the pronunciations to all of this stack of Southern places. And I have some Southern roots, but I didn't grow up in the South, so a lot of these are very new to me. And I apologize in advance if this is your town and I'm butchering it, but I sincerely do not mean to. So I think we should get started.
Okay, well, I will say it's a little unfair because you were taking a pop quiz and I have the teacher's manual, so I get to cheat. But okay, here is town number 1.
Alrighty.
For our studio audience.
So I almost feel like this is unfair because I know it's a trick question, so I think I should almost try and pronounce it a little strangely.
Okay.
But I would say this is Kissimmee, Florida.
Well, that sounds like some sort of invitation to the good people of Florida. It's Kissimmee. It's actually Kissimmee. And there's an old joke about this particular town where a tourist comes to town. He asks everybody all day long, how do you pronounce this, how do you pronounce this? He gets a different answer every time, so he's very frustrated. So he finally walks into a local restaurant, goes up to the guy behind the counter and says, for the last time, tell me where I am. Say it slowly and clearly so I can understand you. And the guy behind the counter goes, sure. Pizza Hut. So it's like, yeah, I know. It's corny, it's bad, but it's been around since at least the 80s, so there you go.
What a joke.
I apologize. I'm sorry for repeating that, but that's the only
So Kissimmee.
Kissimmee.
Is that the correct pronunciation?
That is correct.
And if you have a town that you either maybe have a strange name or you know of one that's a little bit funky or a little hard to pronounce, go ahead and comment and we will try and pronounce it.
All right.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2, this is a street in Charleston.
A street in Charleston. Well, I would say Laguerre Street.
And I probably would too if someone hadn't told me it's Legree.
Legree.
It's actually Legree, yeah.
Legree Street in Charleston, which I don't know who came up with that pronunciation because I'm kind of agree going on back here, but it's you know, it's a local thing.
It's kind of created, well, an ongoing debate between, my husband's from the Midwest, and he insists on pronouncing a certain Mississippi town, Biloxi, because it has an O. And so we have this argument all the time, no, it's Biloxi, because the spelling has nothing to do with it. It's just Biloxi, because it's Biloxi.
It's just the way it is.
There you go.
See, you know, if I had been coming in and seeing that, I would have said Biloxi too.
Yes, it's a thing.
So
it's a thing, but we're
good to know. This
is
actually Legree Street in Charleston.
All right, now this is a river in Louisiana.
Oh man. Y'all have some creative names. sound this out. The Atchafalaya?
You're really close.
Atchafalaya?
Change the accent on the first two
Atchafalaya. Is that right? Atchafalaya.
The Atchafalaya River, which is a beautiful place.
Atchafalaya. And this is in Louisiana, you said?
Louisiana, Atchafalaya River and the Atchafalaya River Basin.
Wow.
Beautiful place with huge old cypress trees coming up through the water. It's amazing. It's amazing.
This reminds me of if you were like going up, you'd be like, right back, Atchafalaya. That's what I would say. All right.
All right. This is
Louisiana. What we got?
We got dueling here.
Ones. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I would say this is Nacogdoches. Nacogdoches. Oh, she's laughing at me. That must be wrong.
It's Nacogdoches. I know.
Y'all, Nacogdoches. Nacogdoches.
And here's a trivia question. You know what famous movie was filmed there?
In Nacogdoches? Yeah. Gone with the Wind.
Steel Magnolias.
Steel Magnolias. Oh my gosh, y'all are getting around me on social media.
Steel Magnolias.
Steel Magnolias. Nacogdoches? Or is that like a, you slur Nacogdoches?
Say it almost like a D, like Nacogdoches, but
Nacogdoches.
That which does not kill us makes us strong. All right, this
All
one
right.
You would think they would be about the same because
you would think.
You would think.
So if y'all are just tuning in, Val is giving me some crazy southern town names, and I am trying to, and not doing it so well, pronounce them because they are super tongue twisters. So we are on this Nacogdoches.
It's close, yeah. Nacogdoches. Texas.
Okay. Is it really?
Yeah.
Nacogdoches. Nacogdoches, Texas. So very similar. In looks-wise, at least, to the Louisiana town,
yes.
But very different pronunciation. Okie doke, what you got?
This town is near Auburn and Opelika, and I have actually been to an event they used to have there. I don't know if they still do it, but it was called the Sagahatchee Sopping Festival.
The Sagahatchee
Syrup
Sopping Festival. Okay.
In this lovely town.
Now actually Opelika is somewhere, that's how you pronounce it, right?
Right.
Opelika. When I first moved to the South, I asked someone and I actually called it Opelika.
Well.
And they were not impressed. I was like, Opelika? Is that a place?
It happens. I was standing in a group of Texans and pronounced Mexia, Mexia, and they just, it's Mahia.
I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, they totally ridiculed my Alabama self for not saying Mahia, but there you go.
You know, that's okay. We'll let it. You got other great qualities.
Yeah, you gotta just recover.
Okay, I would say this is Lochapoka.
And you would be right.
Am I really?
You are absolutely right.
Lochapoka, and this is Alabama. You said by Auburn?
It's near Auburn and Opelika, a little small town down there.
Lochapoka. 1 for 10, y'all. All right.
All right. Another Louisiana. Louisiana has that French thing going.
Oh, yeah.
So they have some very creative.
Now, you know, I think I might have a little leg up here because I know a little French. So, is this Thibodeau? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You are on a roll. You're on a
I don't know if that counts as a roll, Val, but.
And I think I drove Thibodeau one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was on the way to Grand Isle, Louisiana, which is you drive out sort of into the Gulf of Mexico and hang a left. And that's how you get to Grand Isle. But that little town was on the way.
Oh, so fun.
But now you're scoring big. All right,
scoring big.
This is the trick question.
I can tell that this is a trick one. It looks too easy.
Yeah.
Is this Cairo?
No. Have you ever heard of a sweet substance that we cook with to make popcorn balls and things like that with it?
Like
Cairo syrup.
I was like, is Cairo a word? I don't.
It's Cairo.
Okay.
It's up in
Cairo.
North Alabama. I have not been to Cairo, but it is up in North Alabama. I think kind of close to the Tennessee line. So.
Okay.
All right.
Cairo, Alabama. Okay.
All right. Here's another.
Now. I want to say Arab.
You do.
Arab, Alabama. That's the way it looks.
But
I'm
your
wrong.
Alabama.
I can feel it. All right. How do we pronounce it?
Get your Alabama on this. Arab.
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 Arab, Alabama. Okay. Arab, Alabama. So
All right.
Cairo, Alabama, and Arab, Alabama. Okay.
Do we want to skip to the big
No, I
finale?
think
Do you want to do them all?
Well, because I saw this, like,
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I saw the name of this guy earlier, and I'm very curious because I would say this is pronounced Diaz.
You would.
Like the last name, you know, like
But
Diaz, Arkansas.
Go to Arkansas and you get Dias.
Diaz?
Dias.
Diaz.
Dias, Arkansas.
Wow, these are such interesting names. So you said there's
just
a lot of...
overcomplicate them.
Maybe.
Southerners just get down with the simple sometimes.
And you mentioned there's a lot of like Native American influence with some of these names.
Yeah, with some of them there are. Like you're going to see a really big one coming up here.
Great, can't wait. Looking forward to it. Okay.
All right, we're in Kentucky.
Cadiz. Oh, that's embarrassing. Katie.
But actually, it sounds just like the name, like Katie's.
Katie's, Kentucky.
But I always said it the exact same way you did until
Cadiz.
someone at Southern Living who was covering Kentucky corrected me. I always said Cadiz or something like that. So.
Well, I'm glad I know now. I apologize to everyone in Katie's, Kentucky. It's a very eclectic town name y'all have.
All right, we're back in.
Oh my. They just keep getting longer.
We're back in Louisiana.
Chataigne.
You might need to just do some exercise.
Chataigne.
You're getting there.
Chataigne.
Chataigne.
Chataigne?
Chataigne, I think is the way. it's pronounced.
Chataigne.
It's on the Cajun prairie, I think. I checked it out on the
Okay.
And there are a lot of great little towns there where you can hear some terrific music on that.
Oh, yes, I
Just little
bet.
small towns, a lot of great Cajun musicians live there. So
Oh, that's
I hope we
awesome.
have it right because we don't want to any of our Louisiana friends.
Yes.
take our
If we're
Louisiana
wrong,
name.
please correct us.
Please
Tell us
correct
how to
us.
do
We
it.
want to hear from you.
It's much easier to pronounce these when it's written out
Yeah,
this way.
it is.
Chataigne. Now I feel like a pro. Okay.
All right.
You
Now,
got two more?
our very own Grumpy the gardener just pronounced this for me because he's from Maryland.
Okay.
And I got it close to what he said.
Okay. I would say this is havre de grace.
You would, but it's,
you would. That's the
it's
way it's spelled.
very down home. It's more like Havre de Grace.
Havre de grace.
It sounds more like Havre de Grace.
Havre de grace.
I don't get it quite right with the accent.
Havre de grace. I
Grumpy.
feel like that deserves an arm movement. Havre de grace.
It
I
does
like
sound
it.
very festive.
It
That's
does.
what it sounds.
It sounds like a great place.
Festive town.
They got a lot of fun stuff going on in Havre de grace. All right.
This is the last one. And I really think before you try this,
Oh
you should
my
do some
God.
vocalizing, maybe a little bit, just feel a little bit of that
Okay.
Thompson iron, maybe do some, okay. I don't even know
Okay.
how many syllables this has.
This looks terrifying. It looks like when you were a kid and you were like, what's the longest word in the world? And you Googled it and this is the word that came up.
You know, and I will tell you the truth, that's on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and I have driven over that river a million times, and every single time
See,
trying
I-
to figure out how to say it.
I'm not looking at the back. Don't worry. I'm not going to cheat. All right.
I will still have to cheat.
The
Sound it out.
Chutaka Bufa.
You're almost
Chutaka Bufa.
Chutacabuffa.
Chutacabuffa.
You were almost
The
there.
Chutacabuffa River. Is that correct? In
Thank
Mississippi.
you, Mississippi, for breaking our jaw. on that one.
Chutacabuffa.
Chutacabuffa River.
Chutacabuffa River.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I had so much fun.
I did too. Great
And if
fun.
you have any southern towns, please put it in the comments. We'd love to see them.
Yes.
And we hope y'all have a wonderful Thursday.
Have a great one.